Hello everyone. You might picture Antarctica as nothing more than an endless stretch of ice, a barren land untouched by time. You might think that nothing remarkable could be hiding beneath its frozen surface. But you'd be mistaken. This isolated continent holds secrets that have defied logic, stunned researchers, and rewritten history. From ancient ecosystems trapped beneath the ice to unexplained phenomena that challenge scientific understanding, Antarctica is full of surprises. These are 10 mind-blowing discoveries that reveal just how little we truly know about the coldest, most mysterious place on Earth. In the year 2024, a team of Norwegian explorers made a remarkable discovery in the heart of Antarctica. A drifting iceberg with peculiar formations was found, revealing patterns never before seen in the history of polar exploration. The discovery was named the Column of Niflheim, in reference to the frozen world of Norse mythology, and it quickly caught the attention of scientists around the world. The iceberg was located approximately 300 kilometers from the Antarctic coast, in a remote and little explored region. What stood out was not only its imposing size, but also the unusual appearance of its surface. Instead of displaying the irregular shapes typical of icebergs, the Column of Niflheim exhibited perfectly aligned vertical patterns, as if sculpted by invisible hands over thousands of years. The team of researchers led by geologist Lars Henriksen approached the immense floating structure and captured detailed images of its surface. The vertical formations gave the impression of columns supporting a grand frozen temple, something no one had ever seen before. Henriksen and his team collected ice samples to try to understand the phenomenon behind this structure. Preliminary analyses suggested that the formation of the columns was the result of a rare natural process, where the combination of constant winds, extreme temperature variations, and ice crystallization led to the creation of the symmetrical structures. However, some intriguing features still lacked an explanation, such as the sharpness of the vertical grooves and their uniformity. Some scientists speculated that the ice might contain rare minerals, or that the water used in its formation had a unique chemical composition. The Column of Niflheim quickly made headlines in major newspapers worldwide, and many began comparing its appearance to that of ancient lost civilizations. Some theorists suggested it could be a remnant of a long-submerged continent beneath the glaciers, while others believed the phenomenon could be linked to an undocumented climatic shift. The Norwegian expedition planned to remain in the region for a few more weeks to conduct further studies and better map the structure of the iceberg. However, an unexpected event forced the team to leave the area sooner than anticipated. During the third week of research, the Column of Niflheim began moving rapidly, indicating that it was about to break apart. The team had to evacuate the region urgently to avoid any risk of accidents. Days later, satellites confirmed that the iceberg had fragmented into several smaller pieces, scattering across the ocean. This event made it impossible to continue studying the original structure directly, but scientists managed to preserve ice samples and detailed records of their analyses. Research continues to this day, and many mysteries surrounding the Column of Niflheim remain unanswered. The discovery remains one of the most fascinating of the past decade, capturing the imagination of scientists and curious minds around the world. What initially seemed like just another iceberg lost in the frozen vastness of Antarctica turned into an enigma that challenges our understanding of the planet's natural processes. As studies progress, the Column of Niflheim continues to be remembered as one of the greatest frozen mysteries of modern history. In 2021, researchers made an astonishing discovery in Antarctica's Weddell Sea, a massive breeding colony of icefish, one of the most fascinating creatures on Earth. Icefish are unique in that they are the only vertebrates known to have transparent blood, an adaptation that allows them to survive without hemoglobin. While conducting routine seafloor mapping, scientists stumbled upon a vast network of icefish nests that covered an area of 240 square kilometers, roughly the size of Malta. Each nest contained up to 2,500 eggs, fiercely guarded by adult icefish. Altogether, the researchers counted more than 60 million active nests, marking it as one of the largest animal colonies ever discovered. This extraordinary colony is not just remarkable for its size, it also plays a vital role in the food web. The Weddell seals, which are a primary predator in the area, dive into the colony's bounds in search of food, with nearly 90% of them spending time within this area. The discovery of this thriving ecosystem sheds light on the Weddell Sea's biological richness and helps scientists understand the delicate balance of the Antarctic food chain. Additionally, because ice fish are sensitive to climate changes, their breeding grounds act as a key indicator for the health of Antarctica's oceans. As these creatures continue to thrive in such a harsh environment, they offer a glimpse into the resilience of life and its ability to adapt to extreme conditions. With ongoing research, scientists hope to uncover even more about this extraordinary ice fish metropolis and its role in the broader Antarctic ecosystem. In 2017, a strange phenomenon occurred in Antarctica's sea ice that had scientists scratching their heads. A massive hole, known as the Maud Rise Polynya, reappeared after being dormant for over 40 years. This enormous opening in the ice was larger than the state of Maryland and marked the second largest ice-free gap in Antarctica's oceans since satellite records began in the 1970s. Polynyas are created when warm, nutrient-rich water from the ocean rises to the surface, melting the sea ice. This process creates an opening in the ice that can vary in size and duration. However, the periodic nature of the Maud Rise Polynya is puzzling. After forming annually between 1974 and 1976, it suddenly disappeared for decades, only to resurface in 2017. Some researchers believe that human-induced changes in the Southern Ocean could be affecting the cycles of the Polynya, but the exact reasons for its reappearance remain unclear. Even more intriguing is the fact that the latest appearance of the Polynya wasn't nearly as large as it had been in the 1970s, despite recent changes in the climate. Polynyas play a crucial role in Antarctica's marine ecosystems, allowing sunlight and air to reach the ocean's surface. This leads to phytoplankton blooms, which form the foundation of the food chain for a variety of marine species. With more research, scientists hope to unlock the secrets of the Maud Rise Polynya and learn what it can reveal about Antarctica's future. Despite Antarctica's reputation for being a frozen wasteland, the tiny organisms that form the foundation of the marine food web, phytoplankton, are thriving in its coastal waters. For years, scientists believed that the thick perennial sea ice blocked too much sunlight to allow significant phytoplankton growth. However, recent technological advances, including the use of underwater robots and satellites like NASA's ICESat-2, have revealed a different story. These new tools have uncovered that the ice pack is full of cracks and openings that let sunlight filter through, allowing phytoplankton to grow in areas where light penetrates the surface. These tiny organisms have adapted to the harsh Antarctic environment by blooming in the layers of meltwater just beneath the ice. In some regions, phytoplankton meadows stretch across the sea floor, much like grasslands do on land. These thriving communities of microscopic organisms support an entire ecosystem, from shrimp-like krill to larger creatures like whales, seals, and penguins. The discovery that these minute organisms are flourishing in the icy waters of Antarctica demonstrates the incredible resilience of life and its ability to adapt to extreme conditions. Understanding how phytoplankton survive and thrive in one of the world's harshest environments is helping scientists learn more about how life can endure in even the most unlikely places. Antarctica's southern oceans continue to surprise scientists with their extreme depths. In 2019, researchers discovered the Factorian Deep, the deepest known point on the Earth's seafloor. Situated at the bottom of the South Sandwich Trench, this abyss plunges an astonishing 24,400 feet below sea level. To explore such depths, researchers had to create specialized robotic submersibles like the Limiting Factor, which allowed them to gather the data needed to map this hidden world. The mapping process involved over 1,200 individual sonar scans, which were combined to produce the first comprehensive map of the Southern Ocean's seafloor. The Factorian Deep is located in a 600-mile-long trench, formed by the movement of tectonic plates between South America and Antarctica. This discovery provides valuable insight into the underwater geography of Antarctica and highlights just how much of the world's seafloor remains unexplored. Despite decades of research, vast portions of the ocean floor are still unknown, and this abyss is only one of many mysteries waiting to be uncovered. With projects like Seabed 2030, which aims to map the entire ocean floor over the next decade, we can expect even more revelations about these unseen depths. As technology advances, more of the world's most remote and unexplored regions will come into view, offering a deeper understanding of our planet's hidden landscapes. Antarctica's vast, icy wilderness holds some remarkable treasures from space: meteorite fragments. The continent's cold, dry environment acts as a natural preservative, allowing meteorites to remain remarkably well preserved, and Antarctica has accumulated the highest concentration of these celestial objects on Earth. In fact, thousands of meteorite pieces are scattered across the frozen landscape, offering scientists rare opportunities to study extraterrestrial materials. One of the most famous and intriguing finds is the Allen Hills 84001 meteorite, discovered in 1984. This palm-sized rock, found encased in ice near the Allen expedition, immediately captured the attention of researchers. Upon closer analysis, this meteorite didn't resemble the typical specimens commonly found on Earth. It displayed unique characteristics that made it similar to Martian soil samples analyzed by NASA's Viking landers. The meteorite, estimated to be around 3.5 billion years old, is thought to have been ejected from Mars by an asteroid impact, beginning an interplanetary journey before finally landing on Antarctica. What made this discovery even more groundbreaking was the suggestion that the meteorite contained microscopic structures and organic compounds. Though some scientists dispute this, others speculate that these microscopic features could indicate signs of ancient microbial life on Mars. Antarctica has yielded other meteorites of great significance as well. One such specimen is the Fukang meteorite, discovered in 2000. Originating from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, Fukang dazzles with its golden olivine crystals and has become one of the most visually stunning meteorites ever found. Weighing over 1,300 pounds initially, it remains an important and captivating artifact from space, helping expand our understanding of the cosmos. Deep in Antarctica lies a mysterious region known as the Forbidden Sector, a place where access is restricted and only authorized personnel are allowed to enter. The Antarctic Treaty System governs the continent, ensuring that Antarctica remains dedicated to peaceful scientific research, but the exact purpose of this restricted zone remains unclear. The official explanation is that the area is meant to protect sensitive wildlife habitats, particularly emperor penguin breeding grounds, from human disturbance. However, conspiracy theories abound, with many speculating that the Forbidden Sector is hiding more than just penguins. Some believe that secret research bases are located in the area where extraterrestrial artifacts are being studied or advanced technologies are being developed. Others suggest that excavation efforts are underway, searching for the remains of ancient civilizations buried deep beneath the ice. Governments and officials have consistently denied these claims, offering little information about the actual activities taking place within the sector. The secrecy surrounding this area only fuels further speculation, and its remote location, far from populated research stations, only adds to its mystique. While there is no concrete evidence to support these theories, the Forbidden Sector remains one of the most enigmatic parts of Antarctica. Until more transparency is provided, it will continue to be a subject of intense curiosity and intrigue. The secrets of this off-limits area are still locked away, hidden beneath the icy expanse, waiting for someone to uncover them. In 2016, a groundbreaking discovery was made in Antarctica that provided a fascinating glimpse into the distant past. Researchers uncovered a burial site containing the remains of ancient penguins, perfectly preserved by the continent's dry, cold environment. The site, located at Cape Irizar near the Drygalski ice tongue on the Scott coast, revealed layers of penguin bones, fossils, and even mummified bodies. Radiocarbon dating of these remains indicated that this area served as an Adelie penguin breeding colony for thousands of years, with the most recent activity ceasing around 800 years ago, likely due to environmental changes during the Little Ice Age. The site itself dates back over 5,000 years, offering unprecedented insight into the lives of these ancient birds. Remarkably well preserved, the penguins provide a frozen snapshot of the past, showing how these birds adapted to the challenges of their environment over centuries. Some of the mummified penguins were found in nearly pristine condition, while others showed signs of natural decay. This variation in preservation suggests changes in the climate, offering a direct look at how shifts in the environment impacted the penguins' breeding cycles. This ancient penguin graveyard is an invaluable resource for scientists studying the history of penguin populations in Antarctica. By examining these remains, researchers are gaining a deeper understanding of how ancient penguins lived and how they responded to climate fluctuations over millennia. In a heartwarming story that spanned over 5 decades, a wallet lost in Antarctica in the 1960s was finally returned to its owner in 2021. The wallet belonged to Paul Grisham, a Navy meteorologist who had been stationed at McMurdo Station during the late 1960s. While working in Antarctica from 1967 to 1968, Grisham accidentally left his wallet behind at the station, and it remained hidden behind a locker for years. The harsh Antarctic environment with its cold and dry conditions perfectly preserved the wallet, which remained intact for over 45 years. In 2014, workers demolishing a building at McMurdo Station came across the weathered leather wallet wedged in a crevice. Inside, they found artifacts from Grisham's time on the continent, including his Navy ID card, a punch card for beer rations, and receipts for money sent to his wife. Despite these personal items, finding Grisham after so many years proved to be a challenge. The search was taken on by Stephen Ducato, an Air Force veteran who spent 6 years tracking down the wallet's original owner. After considerable effort, Ducato finally located the now 91-year-old Grisham in 2020. When Grisham received his long-lost wallet, he was amazed that it had survived all these years, especially in such a remote place. Among the items returned, he was most surprised to find a recipe for homemade Kahlua, which he had carried with him during his time in Antarctica. The wallet, which had been a forgotten relic, now serves as a touching reminder of the past and the enduring nature of memories. The colossal squid, one of the ocean's most elusive and mysterious creatures, has long fascinated scientists and marine enthusiasts alike. Known for its immense size and incredible adaptability, the colossal squid is the largest invertebrate on Earth, reaching lengths of over 40 feet. However, despite its size, the creature has rarely been seen in its natural habitat, which lies more than 6,000 feet beneath the surface of the Southern Ocean. In 2022, a groundbreaking expedition was launched to study this magnificent creature in the wild, led by the nonprofit organization Colossal, in partnership with marine biologists and polar tourism companies. The goal of the expedition is to observe and study live colossal squid in their native Antarctic environment before 2025. Equipped with cutting-edge cameras and lighting technology, the researchers hope to uncover the secrets of the colossal squid's anatomy, behavior, and feeding ecology. There are still many unanswered questions about these creatures, such as how they use their enormous eyes, which are about the size of a basketball, and whether they possess bioluminescence. This expedition aims to shed light on the deep-sea adaptations that enable the colossal squid to thrive in such an extreme and isolated environment. This study is particularly significant as it coincides with the 100th anniversary of the colossal squid's discovery in 1925. The expedition represents a major step forward in our understanding of deep-sea gigantism and predator-prey interactions in the Southern Ocean. By uncovering the mysteries of the colossal squid, scientists hope to gain insights into one of the ocean's most extraordinary creatures and the harsh environment it calls home. In 2017, a fascinating discovery in Antarctica took scientists by surprise. While restoring an old explorer hut, conservators found a fruitcake that had been left behind more than 100 years earlier by Robert Falcon Scott's Terra Nova expedition. The cake, which had been tucked away in a remote hut at Cape Adare, was still sitting on a shelf, perfectly preserved in its original wrapping. Despite being abandoned in the harsh Antarctic climate for over a century, the fruitcake looked eerily edible. Its appearance was remarkable, still holding its shape and scent. Although the thought of tasting it was far too risky for the conservators, the discovery highlighted Antarctica's unique ability to preserve organic materials. The continent's freezing conditions are ideal for preserving items that would otherwise decay, keeping them in an almost perfectly preserved state for decades, if not longer. Today, this century-old fruitcake is housed in New Zealand's Canterbury Museum, where it remains a historical artifact from one of the earliest Antarctic expeditions. While no one would dare eat it, the fruitcake serves as a reminder of the early days of exploration in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. It stands as a lasting symbol of both the peril and the resilience that characterize those who ventured into Antarctica's unforgiving wilderness.